Hello, my name is Ethan, and welcome back to another episode of Path of Exile Ultimatum League 3.14. In this episode, we started poison minions. So we have the 60% chance to poison enemies on hit for minions on the chestplate grasping mail. To get this, you sell 60 breach rings to the vendor, and you cannot roll this mod. You have to get it from the vendor recipe. If you miss and you don't get it, you have to just sell another 60 breach rings. You can't craft it. Don't try, don't waste your currency. But then when you get it, PogChamp, and you can craft the rest of the mods, like craft on it, you can slam it, you could protect suffixes, all that fun stuff. And you can 6-link it. So I use 60% chance poison here, and then lesser poison for 40% chance. We get 100% poison. And now the point of the video is about heralds and this notable called lasting impression. So I want to now switch to that screen. So I'm going to flashbang you real quick with the spreadsheet from yesterday. So you're warned. Flashbang. So here I focused on Herald of Purity and Herald of Agony. Because this notable is lasting impression. Herald Skills deal 50% increased damage over time. It doesn't calculate in POB. And then this is on the medium cluster. Minions deal 10% increased damage while you're affected by a herald, and it's a lasting impression, 474 weighting, item level 68, and it's a prefix. The other notable you could use, if you're the Herald of Agony, you could get 5 extra virulence to the max. You could get the increased damage and move speed while affected by the herald. You could do Disciples if you're the Herald of Purity build to get cooldown recovery rate, because I pointed out in the spreadsheet that Herald of Purity actually has a 6-second cooldown slam that does 2 times damage. So if you could stack those and reduce the cooldown from 6 to nothing basically, then you have double damage on slams. So that's insane. So what if you stacked both of them and they're completely broken? And then you have the lasting impression. You have 35 minion damage just straight up on one node. You have this one, which is more for you. Heraldry is more for elemental, and purposeful harbingers for you and aura stacking. So these 3 don't really matter. It would more be these ones for the Herald of Purity and Agony. It seems pretty fucking obvious. Wow, this is insane. Okay, so basically this is all based around lasting impression and 50% increased damage over time. How good is that? So I looked at the other damage over times, and I was finding stuff like ranging from 8% to 24, and I didn't find a single one that has more than 24. So this one has 10% damage over time for poison, 8% with a 300% increase on the first poison you inflict, which I don't think it works for us. Maybe it would, but I don't know. We'd have to test. And then there's 10 damage over time for poison and bleeding if it's on the opposite one. So there's synergy with doing both of them. And this is how I also point out, this is just generic increased damage over time, which would also, it would do ignite, bleed, and poison. So if you're a physical build, you could do bleed and poison in theory. And then this would work, and then there's kind of some anti-synergy potentially with the conversion on the Herald of Agony. So this would be good for Herald of Purity, and then Herald of Purity with the reduced cooldown from the other one sounds really cool. But then I found also, 25% damage over time, 24% damage over time, but they come with extra mods, as you can see. Like this one, 6% ES. There's also Flow of Life with 4% life and regen. So even the other damage over time mods aren't that bad, but those aren't minion mods, right? This is the minion because it affects the heralds, and it should affect Herald of Agony and Herald of Purity, and it's just that no one's ever done this, and so there's no support in POB. It doesn't work, but the numbers check out. This is completely broken. 50. And then, 30 damage over time while affected by a herald. Insane. So this video is about going Herald of Purity, Herald of Agony, and going with these medium cluster stacking with lasting impression, and then using a combination of either Pure Agony, Disciples, or the Cult Leader as your other ones. And so it'd be a 2 notable medium, and then you just stack them. And so how many would you stack? Dude, you could do like 6, 9 of these. It's just so much damage. It's insane. Yep. this looks really cool, but again, it's not supported in POBs, so I don't know what you do about that. But also, I'm going to leave a link to my POB in the description below. The only thing missing in the POB is Despair Skitterbots, and this is Phantasms now, and this, yeah. And then my gems aren't leveled up because we're just playing the game. And I use War Banner for people who wonder, because this increases physical damage, but it doesn't actually increase our damage. I'm using it for accuracy on the skeletons just because I'm a Skelly build still. You can use precision, but I think it uses more mana, and this is a banner, and it's pretty cool. And it'll say you have 100% accuracy, but I don't know. I like the extra. I like the extra, dude. I also didn't realize that I have some accuracy on some of these jewels that I'm using, but yeah, it's really cool. Really having a good time with the build already. Very quickly, I will now, just for fun, spend the last little bit of the video. Here I have a Maven invitation with Glenitch Cairns. So the current build situation, we're pure chaos with Triad Grip. We have 100% poison where we're using Withering Touch, Spirit Offering, Grave Intentions. So we have a bunch of extra phys as chaos, the double dip, as you would say. Pantheons for now. I mean, Ascendancy is Mindless Aggression, Unnatural Strength, Bone Barrier, and Pantheons, Lunaris, gruthkul. Lunaris because of mapping, and I don't have the crit immune on the Solaris yet anyways. So look at the damage. Look at that shit. Yo, it's getting poisoned. Did you see the damage over time? Holy shit, it's so cool. And like you can see purple attacks because of the Triad Grip, and then you can also see the green phase, like haze on the enemy because they're getting poisoned. And so you can definitely see the damage over time from the poison, and it's really cool. And this is with very little investment in it for now. It's very early, so it's absolutely insane. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this is interesting. I hope you are loving the shit I'm putting out. And yeah, I have more to come, but this is just to show you guys what I'm looking at with the heralds, and why it's even more heralds, and why we actually have minion cluster stacking again, and it might be 2.5 times too powerful potentially again. Here we go again. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to take this opportunity to thank my Patreon and my YouTube members who financially support the channel. I can't do this without you guys, so thank you guys for all the support. And thank you to anyone new who joins the Patreon and the YouTube members today. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!